We've waited 7 long months, but the NFL is back. We'll see the Super Bowl champion Buccaneers as they host the Cowboys at the very site they hoisted the Lombardi. Next on Thursday night.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis.
Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storyline.
We've fought around the corner. Football is back, America. And we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time.
They're led by the NFL's MVP in 2018 and also MVP of Super Bowl 54 in his 5th season. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Here's Hines. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only 2 yards and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive.
They'll be led by a longtime starter in this league in his 11th season now, the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton.
I love his football IQ. I love his ability to have people rally around him. And as he likes to remind me all the time when I get ready to call one of his games, I can run it a little bit too. A nice presence to have on your team.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only It's Hines. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Cobb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, but it's going to be 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. And again, it's Mahomes. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And it's a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're up. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Naeem Hines, a 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now Jones.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Andy Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Dalton. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Dalton. Finding Knox there. Complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the counter, Gibson.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Dalton here from the gun. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Montez Sweat drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Prater's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board. Come on, fellas.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Mahomes firing complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyler Higbee there to make the grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
And Dalton to throw.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Dalton. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Dalton now to pass. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. There he goes right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Josh Gordon, an even 90 yards.
And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with a football.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And that'll set them back 5.
Come on now, let's go. I got you. 41 Mike, right here. 41.
A handoff for Gibson.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Dalton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Watch the run.
To throw here, Dalton. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
41 Mike, right.
Here's Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 14-yard line.
Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. And really a solid group effort. I mean, the montage focuses on him, and rightfully so, but it's been a good job of a team to get this lead.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that. I love the observation. Offensive line and people having to protect him, they've really been in sync and been on point. How about the guys going out and catching the ball? Or the receivers, the running backs, everyone is involved today. And what we're watching right now is really a beautiful team effort, isn't it?
Absolutely. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. It's a room to maneuver. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. So Dalton now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Green. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
They'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And that is incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up 4th. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. Dawson Knox, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Josh Gordon as he heads back out there now. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him. They haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing. Because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Play action now. Dalton. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing deep for Golladay. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Golladay. Another chance for Dalton. And it's 3rd and short. And he'll find Golladay. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up the 3rd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Get ready.
Now Dalton. Open man here is Conklin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Dalton here from the gun.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton.
He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin the drive with Hines. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
2nd down and 3.
Now Mahomes. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. They run with Hines. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Mahomes now to throw.
Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. Green with a catch left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's Dalton. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is taken around the 12. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Dalton. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. Third down here.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up 4th. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
And this time they were waiting for it as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face their down. This is Hines. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Mahomes now on first down. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, Mahomes. This is caught. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyler Higbee. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Green brings it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Here's Dalton.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
From the 45 on second down, Dalton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. This will be Dalton again. Incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Prater's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still got to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
third down. Hines, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Dallas. It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Mike, 4. Let's get off the field.
1st and 10 for Dalton. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Andy Dalton. Finding Knox there, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd down at 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
And Dalton to throw.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Dalton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Open man here is Conklin. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion or would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw here, Dalton. And caught, right side, Green. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And it'll be Dalton again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Throwing, Dalton. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. But look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Hines, but only able to muster a gain up to the 8-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
Let's go, boys. Let's
Now,
go.
after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
2nd and 11 now.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Cowboys, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.